Hey Emma, how you doing?
Good, thanks. You?
Everybody, welcome to the M&M show. And we are discussing the Grand Slams. And on our last episode, we talked about the Australian Open. And today we're going to talk about Wimbledon. Ta-da! And look what I have.
Oh, yes.
Wimbledon.
The Wimbledon towels
Yes, the Wimbledon
magic.
towels.
The
think
towels are magic.
They are. I'm not sure. I think they're Aussie ones are really great too. I'm not sure which ones I like better between those two, but I think they're the two best for sure. So so as we talk about our amazing Grand Slams and the year of 2020, there's been some pivoting, and even though Wimbledon did not happen. What's interesting with what some people may not be aware, Wimbledon made the decision to cancel, but they also had pandemic insurance, which no other Grand Slam owned. And their pandemic, my understanding with their insurance was that they had this type of insurance for a number of years. It wasn't like they had just invested in it a year or two ago. I think maybe even 10 years or more. Emma, is that your take?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, what a wonderful thing for them, because essentially they did not lose the amount of revenue that the other slams won. And they were really great and gracious, I think, Emma, in helping others in the UK, in the community, from the tennis coaches to even first responders they were doing things for, right? So, they just didn't take that money and put it in the bank, right? I think they, utilized it and were very giving with that. But I guess there's a lesson learned there, right? Is that whether you're planning a global tennis tournament or you're planning for your future, retirement, buying a house, it's always good to plan ahead financially, isn't it, Emma?
Absolutely. And I think that the LTA, I've worked for them throughout the years, especially with the She Rallies program, and I've always had a really great experience. They certainly seem to value, programs and initiatives, and especially, a lot of great work with the grassroots that they do. And so just I think they were very fortunate, and we speak a lot on the show about pivoting, about being able to change and adapt, and I think it's important that just to give good old Wimbledon a little bit of a shout out, and and also for us, of course, being the month of December, we are in our reflection period of thinking about. It's still, for me personally, one of the most exciting things to teach is transition, is reading transition. Even this week, I've been doing a lot on not just reading the racket face. So when your opponent's stretched, not just reading when their racket face might be open, but reading the body and, the physicality, the movement, to see, are they even going to be stretched? Not just when they get there, are they stretched?
Right.
Which I think so much with intent. Sometimes as tennis players, we're so much in our own head thinking about our own game that when you can actually just take a bird's eye perspective or an external perspective to be able to read that, like that's one of my favorite things to coach, like being able to read that when the opponent's in trouble, when do I transition? Not just like split step or shutter step and how to volley. I love teaching that reading. And then on the flip side of that, I love teaching make your opponent play a first volley. If they're on their way in, rather than go for the Hollywood, see your name up in lights on the Wimbledon platform. I love the importance of make them play. If you can make them play low, even better. But just give them a volley. They're on their way in. Say, hey, what can you do? So I think Wimbledon, I always, that time of year, I always love teaching that. And so it's a great time to reflect on your own ability when you're coming to net and when your opponent's coming to net. What are your thoughts on on that one.
Well, I love that, and I would agree that I like coaching those aspects of as well. And people, our players do get too caught up in like their own little bubble, and they're missing out so much on so many keys and cues and tells. So in regards to Wimbledon, we're now on a different surface as well too. We are on the lovely grass. So, and most people, many people have not ever had an opportunity to actually play on the grass. I've probably played on grass, you know, a handful of times in my life. It's not that popular in the United States. There are some grass courts in Florida. I've played on the grass in the UK, of course. I think, Emma, in Australia, there's a little more grass for you guys.
Yeah,
right?
A lot, because it was, you know, very much the surface that back in the 80s, it was so many grass court clubs. So hard to maintain, obviously. So there's not as many, but there's still, you know, there's grass country, a lot of grass country tennis tournaments, which is just.
Do you love grass?
Oh yeah, love it.
I love grass. If I could play on grass every day, I would be thrilled. Yep. I mean, one thing is it's just so organic and it's so soft and quiet and easy on the body. And yeah, you know, you got to get low and you've got to really use your legs, and it's fast. And yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that is really the energy movement theme for this month, which of course is taking care of your body. And so Michelle's going to give us some great ideas around that. And yeah, I look forward to. So should we get into our energy movement for this episode?
Yep, let's do it.
Hi, let's get right into our energy movement. We're going to do a stretch for the lower back. Let's go ahead. We're going to lie flat on the ground. Arms are to the sides. We're going to pick up the left leg, and we're going to cross it over to the other side. Arms are extended. And we're going to let that head just tilt in the opposite direction. Switch sides. Again, pick one leg up. Drop over to the other side of your body. The head can move in the opposite direction. This should feel really, really good. Always make sure you're breathing. Come out of that. And that is your energy movement lower back stretch.
And so that's us signing off as the M
Show, and that is your daily energy boost.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.